Hello, my name is Kene Hunter, and I'm here today to talk to you about the leadership quality of problem solving. What is problem solving? Problem solving is the act of defining a problem, determining the cause of the problem, identifying, prioritizing, and selecting alternatives for a solution, and implementing the solution. Let's begin by defining the problem. When you're defining the problem, there are a few steps that you have to do to be sure that you're doing it correctly. You want to differentiate, specify, consult, state, identify, determine, and avoid. And what does that mean? You want to diagnose the situation so that your focus is on the problem, not just its symptoms. Helpful problem solving techniques include using flowcharts to identify the expected steps of a process and the cause and effect diagrams to define the analyzed root causes. Next, you would like to generate alternative solutions. That can look like postponing, including, specifying, brainstorming, and seeking alternatives. Postponing the selection of one solution until several problem-solving alternatives have been proposed. Considering multiple alternatives can significantly enhance the value of your ideal solution. Once you have decided on the what should be model, this target standard becomes the basis for developing a roadmap for investigating alternatives. Brainstorming and team problem-solving techniques are both useful tools in this stage of problem-solving. Many alternative solutions to the problem should be generated before the evaluation. A common mistake in problem-solving is that alternatives are evaluated as they are proposed, so the first acceptable solution is chosen, even if it's not the best fit. If we focus on trying to get the results we want, we miss the potential for learning something new that will allow for real improvement in the problem-solving process. Next, you want to evaluate and select an alternative. Evaluate alternatives relative to a target standard, and you want to evaluate all alternatives without bias. Skilled problem solvers use a series of considerations when selecting the best alternative. They consider to the extent which a particular alternative will solve the problem without causing unanticipated problems, all of the individuals will accept the alternative, implementation of the alternative is likely, and the alternative fits within the organizational constraints. Lastly, you want to go ahead and implement that solution and follow up on it. Leaders may be called upon to direct others to implement the solution, sell the solution, or facilitate the implementation with the help of others. Involving others in the implementation is an effective way to gain buy-in and support and minimize resistance to subsequent changes. Regardless of how the solution is rolled out, feedback channels should be built into implementation. This allows for continuous monitoring and testing of actual events against expectations, problem solving, and the techniques used to gain clarity, and most effective if the solution remains in place and is updated to respond to future changes. Thank you for listening to my presentation, and I hope you have learned some new problem solving skills.